Good morning class. Now this tutorial is for class 10th. For class 10th we are going with digital documentation topic, and we have covered so many tools and options under page layout tab. Okay, so what we have learned in our last two videos, we have learned how to modify the layout of a paragraph or a page. Now moving further with this only, two more important things we forgot to discuss recently. Now today we will discuss those things and then we will move further to the next topic. So let me open the file for you. Now suppose this is the file where we have created a file, and what we want to increase or decrease the line spacing. We want to increase or decrease the line spacing. Suppose this is a paragraph here, and we want to increase the line space between each line. So one option is this, that we can select the paragraph, click on the home tab, we go to the page layout tab and click here. This is the paragraph spacing. Click on this small arrow. It will open a paragraph dialog box, and then see here spacing, line spacing, then click here 1.5, or you can say double, and then click OK. You see it increased the line spacing. Okay, sometime it happens that you have chosen the line spacing as single, and here in the spacing part you will see there is 12 written, and see there is a space coming, so you won't be able to reduce this space. Sometimes it happens that you want that there should be no space, but you don't know how to remove this space. So what you have to do, just select the paragraph, because this is a paragraph spacing, you cannot easily remove the paragraph spacing. Go to page layout, and in the spacing just reduce it to the 0, so there will be no space between the paragraph. And for line spacing, select the lines, click on this particular arrow, that is drop down. It's not a drop down arrow, but this is a pop-up arrow, and you will see the option for line spacing. Okay, now there is one more important thing after line spacing, that is a tabs. Now see what is tab. First we will discuss what is a tab. Tab is a key, a special key, which is used to give space between the words, equal space. Now suppose here what I am doing, let me increase this size for you so that you will be able to see it clearly. Now after reading and safety, I am pressing the tab key from my keyboard. Now see, when we press a tab key, it leaves a certain amount of space between each word. It is leaving a certain amount of space between each word. So by default what is there, when we press a tab key, it moves our cursor to a certain distance. Now I have typed these characters using a space key, and you find that there is a equal space between each letter. There is a equal space between each letter. So this is happening due to the tab. If we don't use tab, what will happen? Suppose I am pressing here J, and after a certain space I have to write K. So when I will use paragraph, so I can type using space bar also, leaving a certain amount of space between each letter, but that space is not equal. It is not equal between each letter. So what we do to leave equal spaces between each letter, we use the tab key. So tab key is used to give equal amount of space between each word or each letter, like J, then tab, K, L, M, N, O, P. There is an equal space between each letter. Okay. Now if you, by default, the space, that tab position is 0.5 inches. When you press a tab key, by default it gives a space between each letter or each word. That space is of 0.5 inches. Now if you want to increase or decrease this tab position, it is called tab stop position. When you press a tab, the cursor will stop at a certain place. That tab stop position is of 0.5 inches by default. So if you want to increase or decrease this thing, how you will do that? Now go to the page layout tab, and under paragraph group select this pop-up arrow. It will open a paragraph dialog box. Then on this paragraph dialog box, at the lower left corner you find a button that is tabs. Click on this, it will open a tabs dialog box. Now this, see, default tab stop, it is mentioned 1.27 centimeter. When you convert this into inches, it is equal to 0.5 inches. Now if you want to increase or decrease, so you can write here, suppose I want it should be 2.0. I am pressing it as OK. Now see, in my first part, now after this I am pressing it, now see, it has increased the space. Okay. Now once again we'll see this. If you want to increase the tab position, go to the paragraph group under page layout tab, go to tabs, and then by default it is 1.27. Now we want it to do 2 centimeter, then click on OK. Now J space K L M N O P. Now see, the default tab position has been increased from 1.27 centimeter to 2 centimeter. And if you want to decrease it, you want to bring it to the default, again click on the paragraph, then go to tabs, and then reduce it. It is 1.24, sorry, 1.27 around, and OK. So it will reduce the space. Is that clear? How you can increase or decrease the default tab position? But by default, when the question comes, what is the default tab position? So the answer is 0.5 inches or 1.27 centimeter. But you can increase or decrease the tab position as per your own requirement. Okay, is that clear? Fine. So we have discussed two things which were left in the page layout tab, that is modifying the page layout, that is line spacing and the tab position. Fine. Now we'll move further. Now the next thing we will cover, that is managing headers. How to manage header? So let me reduce it to some extent. How to manage header? Now what is header? Header means that, see, there is a space coming between the edge of the page and to the text, that is called margin. Margin means the space from the edge of the page to the text, that is the margin. Now when we talk about margin, we can increase or decrease the margin. Now what is meant by the header? Header means the something which appears on the top of every page. Header means something which appears on the top of every page, that is called header. It means that whatever part we are writing in the header portion of the first page, whatever text, date, whatever we are writing in the first header of the first page, the same thing will appear on the next page itself. We don't have to create we don't have to create the header again and again. We just need to create the header on the first page of the document, and it will appear on every page. As many as number of pages you will be having in your document, it will appear itself. Now we will look further how to insert the header and footer part. So we'll go to the insert tab. In Microsoft Word, we'll go to the insert tab, then we'll select header. Now when we click on this header option, there are some inbuilt header styles given. Okay, these are the inbuilt header styles given. So you can use any one of them as per the choice. Now suppose I am using this one. Let's see, it is written here header. So this is the header part. Now suppose it is asking type the document title. So I am typing I have given a part here. Let me just convert this to the uppercase, increase this size, changing the font color, making it bold and underline. Okay, and after that I am picking a date. Suppose this is 6th May today. What I have done, I have picked the date May 6th. And then so after finishing this, means whatever you want on your header part, date we have added as per the design, then title we have added. Now see, after adding the header part, you will find that this particular text portion, the workspace, it is deactivated, means you cannot write anything here when you just click. So what you have to do, you have to double click here to come out from the header portion to the main body text. What you need to do, you need to double click here, just double click and it will get activated again. So what we have done, we have inserted a header, and as I have said that header part is used, you just have to insert it on the very first page and it will come itself on the other pages. So when you will move down and you will move to the next page, you will find that there is a header automatically appearing on the second page. So as many as page you have, suppose I am moving to page number 3 now see, it is automatically appearing on every page, the same thing, the same header with same color, same formatting, it is appearing on as number of pages as I am inserting in my document. Is that clear? Now suppose you have inserted a header on your page and you want to edit it. Edit means you want to change the appearance, you want to change something, you want to change the title part or whatever changes you want to make. When you click here single time, means just you are clicking here, so it will not be activated. To activate the header part, double click anywhere in the header portion. You just need to double click, and when you will double click, the header part will become active and this body part will become deactive. So I am clicking here, just double click. Now see, the header part has become active and the body part has become deactive. So we cannot change anything now in the body portion. What we need to do, we can change the header part. Okay. Now suppose you want to insert a picture or a clip art in your header part. So when you click on this header part, you will see there is a tab appears, that is design tab. This design tab you won't find until your header portion is not activated. Suppose I am moving back to this main workspace. See, there is no design tab coming. As soon as I activate this header part by double clicking, so design tab will appear. Now suppose I want to insert a picture here. So I am going to the picture option and desktop, and I am selecting a picture, insert. Now this picture I want, let me do the text wrapping square so that I can easily move this picture from one place to another, and let me increase the size also. So what I have done, I have inserted a picture. Now going to this quick part, there is also, so that is not of any use. If you want to have page number on top of the page, so it will give you only the page number. Okay. Now see, on the second page also the image which we have inserted is appearing, and on the first page also. So the image appears on both the pages. Whatever changes, whatever thing we are changing in the header part on one page, the same will change to the other. Now suppose we are changing the look, we want to select something else. Now suppose we want this one, we'll select this, it will change the complete heading. Now date, we can mention 6.05.2020. See, on the second itself it is appearing, and on the first page also. Clear? Now you understand how to insert header and footer, header part, and how to change the layout of the header. If you want to change, you can change it easily by going to the design tab. If you want to insert any picture, anything, you can do it from the design tab. Clear? Now same with, there is a footer option also. Like you have inserted a header, same is there that you can insert the footer. Footer means the things which appears at the bottom of every page. Now to insert the footer, go to the insert tab and select the footer option. Now as we have selected that heading, to for matching only we will discuss, like this is our header part. So our footer part is matching with our header part. Now you can type a text here, like suppose and enter. Sorry, and after writing the text, you double click on the main body part so that you can make changes in the body part. Now we have added the header also and the footer also. See, and the next page there is automatically this is coming the header part. Now here it is written page 1, and when we'll move to the page 2, automatically it will display page 2 and the same text which we have written on the footer part. Now same with the footer option. If you want to change something in the footer, just select it, activate it by double clicking on the footer part. It will give you a design tab. Then again you can insert any picture, date or time. If you want to change the style, you can change the style by selecting the footer. Suppose I want this one. By there is easily you can type, not saying type the company name to Microsoft, type the company address, so anything you want to type, and then suppose you want to insert any picture, and select the picture and click on start. That will insert a picture. Change it, make it a square, and you can increase the part. Okay, now double click here in the main body part. Now see, whatever changes you have made in the footer part, the same appears everywhere. Is that clear? I hope everything is clear that how you can insert the header and footer part in your document, how can you change the header and footer part, how can you change the layout, the design, how can you insert images, anything you want to do. What you need to do, just remember, either double click on the header part to make it active, or double click on the footer part to make it active, to make the changes. After making the changes, you can double click anywhere in the document to activate your document so that you can make changes in your main body part. Is that clear? So for today, this much we will cover only, that is managing headers and footers, line spacing and tab position. Now in our next tutorial for class 10th, we will discuss how to manage document styles. So till then, you can practice this at your home. Enjoy your e-learning. Stay safe. Stay at home. Goodbye.